Let me see if we are online or not.
Live stream.
Okay. I'm also going to record it.
Yes.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum friends, how are you? This is Javeria Asad. I'm back with a new and exclusive episode of Live from Lead Studio. I took a break from these sessions because I was busy in completing of my other projects like Optimism Diploma Coaching and publishing of my first book, You Need You. But now I'm back with the new episodes. Usually I used to interview entrepreneurs, professionals, educationists, coaches from different walk of life. But this time I thought to interview successful and experienced Toastmasters who have dedicated their lives for this platform. Those who didn't know about TMI, Toastmasters International, let me tell you that this is an international platform to groom your speaking and leadership skills. Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills to a worldwide network of clubs. Headquartered in Rancho Santa Margarita, California, and the organization's membership exceeds 345,000 or more than 15,900 clubs in 142 countries. So who can join Toastmasters? Everyone can join Toastmasters, whether a student, working, non-working, female or male people. There is no age limit. From like 9 years, you can start your Toastmaster journey. And if you have a stage fear, you are shy in speaking, and you want to polish your leadership skills, then this platform is for you. So I'm so glad and honored that this series of interview I have started, and the first episode I'm doing with my mentor, whose only one motto in life: never give up. And the best thing about him, that he never say that this is not happening. Always he gives options, opportunities to grow. And whenever I felt low, disappointed during my Toastmaster journey, he lifted me and elevated me through his motivation and passion. So before I invite him, let me share his profound profile with you guys, that today I have invited my mentor, distinguished Toastmaster, DTM Nazir Al-Ghazak. He is a quarter finalist, World Championship 2022, District 79, Region 11, Saudi Arabia. DTM Nazir is a 25 years veteran Toastmaster. He served as a District 79 governor and received 4 DTM's award. Nazir mentored and coached many champions at district and international level. He was the Region 11 champion international speech and semi-finalist in 2022. Also, he was among the top 3 finalists in humorous speech in District 79. Today, he will reveal us how they transformed from being a shy person into becoming a very assertive leader, mentoring many leaders and coaching champions to find their voice. Assalamu alaikum, DTM Nazir.
Alaikum salam. Thank you. Thank you for this uplifting. And I'm really humbled with your introduction. And actually, you said I'm your mentor. No, actually, I am your mentee now, since you have told us you written the first book. And I should take your steps and write my own first book. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Nazir. One thing I forgot to mention when I was opening this episode, that TMI basically believes in transformational leadership style, where leaders transform their mentee into leaders. So before I start with you to share your successful journey as a Toastmaster, But I just want to know, who is Nazir Qasim? Why he joined Toastmaster? What brought him towards this platform? And how did you start it?
Okay. My name is Nadir Qazaq Al Qasim. And when I came to Saudi Arabia after I finished my master's degree in petroleum engineering from West Virginia University, I started in Aramco, a very profitable company. And in 1980, I heard about Toastmasters, but I didn't have time to go and attend. But then later, I said, okay, let me give it a chance. In 1983, I have my professor, or you can say somebody who was giving us oral presentations from mobile company, because Aramco like to give their employees training. When I went there, he said, "Oh, you have Toastmasters here? Go for it." But I could not. I just went to offshore and far remote areas in my career, climbing the ladders in management. Finally, in 1998, I came back to Dahran and I read a note in the company's letters that saying, "Oh, community, they call it self-directed group. Many of them. One of them is Toastmasters." So I called the lady on the other side. She said, "This is Barbara Mans. Oh, come visit us, and if you like us, you can join. And if we like you, we'll make you a member." I went to Dahran Toastmasters, the only club in the Saudi Arabia kingdom at that time. And then the lady, I kept coming week after week, 6 weeks. She was really, she said, "When are you going to join as a member?" So from that time, after 6 weeks visiting, I became a member in Dahran Toastmasters, the mother of all clubs in Saudi Arabia. So as you can see that I have finished my education and learning, and then I continued learning in the company. But I thought there is something missing. I'm not shy away from being a leader, because I was climbing the ladder of leadership. I was one of the upper management potentials, and then with communication skills and everything, but there was something missing. And I found that in Toastmasters. And I can tell you what it is in a moment.
So basically, you founded second, we can say the Oasis Club is the second oldest club of Saudi Arabia. And you are the founder, one of the founders.
Yes, because after I attended Dahran, there was some outside community, because we have community outside the Aramco, and it was Oasis. They kept inviting me to serve as judge or functionary, and I became part of that team as well. So these two clubs really were the foundation of all the District 79. And as a matter of fact, the same day I joined Toastmasters, there was a third club in Jubail Toastmasters, and this is the only three with the Riyadh one. So we were very small, but we expanded, yes. And I was part of the team that really went out ahead and start teams to create clubs and help people to learn the skills of communication and leadership.
Okay, when you joined Toastmasters, you said in your initial years, so you were shy while speaking, or you had any stage fear? Initially, I'm talking about, first we will talk about your speaking skill, then we will go towards the leadership style, because leadership skills, because TMI works for both. So initially when you joined, you were shy, you have a fear of stage, and how you overcome it?
Yes. Actually, this is what brought me to Toastmasters. Because during my career, everybody was saying, "Nazir, you are very knowledgeable and you are a good communicator and you have good skills for leadership. But when you are in a meeting, you don't share your knowledge." The reason is because I was shy to talk to people and tell them what they went wrong in their speeches or in their projects, or what things I have more to add to their club. So I could not deliver things, and I was always shy. That was in my evaluation by our management. They always say, "Nazir, you are very knowledgeable, but you do not share your knowledge because of shyness.
So how did you overcome it? You get very good mentors, and how mentoring is important in Toastmasters.
Oh, definitely. When I joined the Toastmasters organization, you see, the club is all are friendly to each other. We help each other. So when you are there and you make mistakes, it's okay. So people will come and give you their feedback. And from that, I found that I really like to be a mentor to help others, because this is what I was lacking during my career. I was good communicator, good leader, but I was not good mentor. Finally, focused on and zeroed on in this skill that Toastmasters teaches, because mentoring can create. You see, as a mentor, I don't do the job for my mentee. It's like I see something in you, and then I tell you about it, and you go ahead and work on it. I encourage and motivate the people to achieve their potential. That's the mentor.
Definitely. Okay, DTM Nazir, during this journey, you achieved 3 DTMs award. I mean, I'm trying to do it from last 2 years. It's very difficult. So what was your first 2 pathways? Because I will tell all the audience will listen to us. The TMI offers different pathways as per your interest. So what were your first 2 pathways when you achieved your first DTM award?
Okay, the old program, we call it the traditional program.
Okay.
I achieved the DTM, and in that time we didn't have a district, so you don't have to serve as a district officer. So I was not an area director or anything, but Toastmasters International recognized the people who are undistricted clubs that just directly work with Toastmasters. They gave us the chance to develop and make it, the project of DTM and achieve it. And that was about my work. It took me 9 months to finish my first project for the DTM. 9 months, because it was really involved working on how to streamline my management, my department. And it was really good, very good. It was accepted. And my proposal was really good. And the senior management accepted what I proposed. So that DTM took 9 months, DTM project. But really, you don't have to be that complicated. A DTM project can be only simple thing that you chair a committee and develop a project and do it. Could be like a youth leadership program. You finish, that's a project. So I finished 4 DTM, 1 in the original program, and then the first in the District 79 as the first pathway DTM I achieved, and then another 2 more DTMs in pathways. So now we have a pathway program that's really giving you a lot of skills in Toastmasters.
Yeah, they are giving more organized and a lot of options these days for the TMI.
Yes.
Okay, so definitely you took part in a contest from club area. So in which year you became a district champion?
Oh, Javeria, the story of competition in my journey is really funny, because when we started, we were undistricted. Yes. So we were at the club level, and we were not going to the convention. We were just doing it on tapes, recorded, cassettes.
Yeah.
And our club had 1 champion before. He was the number 1 in the recorded speeches. But the way we did it, it was really bad quality, and we did not achieve. So I quit that and changed from competition to leadership. I started riding the ladder of leadership in Toastmasters, from club president to area director, division director, and so on to the district. And even at one stage, I tried to be international director, but I couldn't, achieve that level. But all this journey while doing international, leadership, you cannot compete. And this is something that I always consider, why not? I mean, leaders are also communicators. They should compete. Why not? But this is the rule in Toastmasters, and we have to abide by it. So the journey of competition stopped right after the club level, when we have only tape speeches. Then I moved on to leadership and mentoring. I started mentoring champions in humor as well as in international. And I have in my back so many champions that achieved their goals with my help. But I didn't do it all. I mean, I showed them the way and they did everything. It's their credit that they won the championship.
Yes, because now the DTM award is mostly related to the leadership skills, not only the speaking skills. Because I'm pursuing my leadership from last 2 years, and most of the projects are based on the leadership, projects. Okay, so now when you completed your DTM, you thought, okay, fine, this leadership career is so far accomplished. Then when you came back to your speaking career as a champion, so how was the experience going to international championship, and how it go?
Okay, I believe after I have seen so many successful champions that I helped and groomed, I said, why not groom yourself? So
Definitely.
I started competing in 2018 at the club level.
Really?
But
I thought that
eventually,
initially you were doing
2019,
that.
yeah, 2019, I won in the humorous in my division and went to the whole district and won among the top three. I was really good in humor because I trained some people in humor, and they really became good. They won the championship many times, the humorists. So I tried it for myself. You see, sometimes a teacher cannot be also good as his mentee, but I managed and I became a champion in humor. But lately, in 2020, I attempted the international after even competing with my mentee, but it was online. This is new skill that you learn. So I said, let me try it because we don't know about how online comes. And I became the second winner in the district. So my mentee won the district and he went all the way and won the championship. That was really good. So from this, I start learning and looking at other people who are competitors and very good champions. And I learn from them because you have to learn from others. You cannot get things by yourself. You need a mentor to achieve your goals and your skills.
Definitely. Okay, Regan Wazir, I just want to ask you that when you're saying that I was you're not only grooming yourself but you also are helping other people, right? So what, as a mentor, what you observed that what is people facing the main thing they're facing to go on the stage, right? Which thing really they have to overcome it, in a sense that, for example, I'm a good speaker, but still being in a 4 years, I didn't attempt to go in a table topic contest, because at that time you have to speak about the topic at the spot spontaneously. So as a mentor, what are the basic things you will say that if we will overcome these things, then we will become a good speaker?
Okay. The most difficult things for all speakers, that is the stage fright. In order for us to control this, you have to go on stage and practice until you are comfortable on the stage. Because if you are really comfortable on the stage and you want to deliver a message, table topics, evaluation, or anything, any speech, then you will be having the focused mind because the fear is out. Let me tell you that we cannot get rid of the fear because this is a normal thing that we feel when we are even the most prepared and the most articulate. He will have that fear in the stomach, that will stay on the stage.
Butterflies.
So the more you practice, the more on the stage, later on you'll become comfortable, and that will give you the confidence to focus on what you want to say and to deliver the message. When people look at you and giving that confidence, they believe in your message. So this is very important. So preparation, and practice really will get you there.
And as you mentioned that you started in 2019 and people like your content, especially the humorous content, right? So how did you bring humor? I mean, these days, so many negativity around. But I observe in your speeches, from a very tiny things, you grab the humor. How did you do that?
Yes, Javeria, you see, nothing is not learned. Everything you have is a learning process. Even the humor, it's a process that you can learn. Same thing, if you are delivering table topics, people say, we don't prepare for table topics and we don't prepare for evaluation? No. If you read a lot of books and a lot of ideas, you are preparing because
Yes.
you have all the ideas in your head. If there is a question, it must have be relation to that question. So from your background, how much you read and how much you practice on the stage, it becomes easy. So, but the most important thing I like to advise people who are going to compete is to have a message. Because if we have something good to talk about, it's in our heart and we believe in it, you have to bring it out. That's the key. Just believe in your message and deliver it from the heart. So, so what I'm saying is keep on reading materials and always be watching others how they are competing and winning because we learn from each other.
So you definitely, if you want to become a good Toastmaster, you have to have a good avid reader. So
Yes.
what kind of books usually you read, and if you have any recommendations? Self-help book, motivational book?
Now, for instance, for the humor, I first advise people is to practice in the club level and be a joke master because every
Joke
time you are
master.
there and you are in front of audience and you deliver a humorous story, a joke, you become confident that people are laughing. You say, "Oh, I'm delivering," and there is a technique in how to learn. But the other way is you can watch comics, movies, and read books, comic books, and
Mm-hmm.
also look at the thing that have comedians. When you hear comedians and deliver their messages, how they deliver it, and the pause they use, and all that setup. Because really, humor is just a setup, a twist, where you surprise people with the comments that you are bringing.
Mm.
So this is essential. Now,
International
if you
speech.
prepare for international speech,
Mm. Mm.
you have to find that story in your life that there were so many people waiting for you to hear it from you, telling about it, because
Mm.
that's an important thing from you. You deliver it, you tell them about the lesson you learned and how you became, advantageous or successful in your life. People like to be that because we all have problems and we like to learn from our lessons and teach
Definitely.
others how we achieved our success.
So personal observation is very important when you're meeting people, and it's very important to absorb and observe. I think these both things are important. Absorb and observe, right?
Yes, definitely. You need to keep observation is essential. You like to see, for instance, when I prepare for my international speech that I achieved highest level, which is the quarterfinals of or region 11 champion that went to the semifinals in the world championship. What I did is I learned from others how their skills are built in, and I have asked people to give me feedback because if you deliver, don't download any feedback. Feedback is essential, even from a non-postmaster. If you deliver and they tell you, I didn't understand this, so you clarified in your speech. So those people who are winners, they don't write a speech, they rewrite the speech because winning speeches are not written, they are rewritten so many times. You revise them until they become so perfect on the stage.
So when we realize that now this is perfect and no more changes are required, I mean, sometimes
Well,
we are getting evaluations and again we are changing it.
let me tell you that even after you finish and you win the world championship, I listen to those who won, like Greg Valentine and Daniel Rackwell. They say, after I listened to my winning speech and I'm the champion, I found that there are some room for improvement. I shouldn't have done this, or have to, you see, they get feedback afterwards. But you have to stop at one time because you cannot wait till
Of
the end.
course.
Because at
Yes.
least before you deliver your championship speech, you have to relax and don't change anything because people might be hit with the changes and then you will fall apart
So
on the
at
stage.
least when you're delivering or when you're going to stage, at least 1 week before you stop listening people, stop taking evaluation and just focus what you have written and what
Yes,
you have practiced. And
yes.
practice, you said it's the most
It's the
effective tool.
most important thing is to practice. And I learned from uh, his name is Vasilev he is the champion in 2013. That said that I have changed by a tire. He told me, Nazir, that I made so much changes and listened to people. But even when I was sleeping 5 hours before my competition speech, I found that I have to do something different, only in the delivery. So he changed something, and because people are always thinking, what thing's better if I do this or I do that? So, but this is how it is. You always improve by looking at your speech and listening to it. And the best thing is record your speech, listen to it, even revise it after you listening to it.
Okay, now we have covered your contribution to TMI as a mentor, as a leader, as a speaker. Let's talk about judging, which is very important. So, these days we have one very seasoned Toastmaster who always believes that judging should not be anonymous. So, what do you think? How much judging is important? But sometimes I've personally experienced that many Toastmasters complained after their contest that they were not judged by people the way they should be. So, how much judging is important? Do you think that in TMI there should be separate workshops only for judgments?
As a matter of fact, judging is a subjective process, and we try to make it as objective as possible. But as human beings, we always have the likes and dislikes. So I cannot, say something bad about judging because it's part of the process in everything. Now, we need to have those judges are accountable and they are really trained. That
Trained.
all boils down to two things. Because you cannot put somebody who's not trained, who's not been a contesting, because a judge who contested, he knows what are the criteria and how each speaker can, manage on the stage. So as a judge who was a speaker before is good. Plus, in addition to training, we give them a lot of training. We need to make a rule which is accountability. Those who are doing something wrong, not biased, but something wrong, we should not put them in the next cycle of judging. So this is my own opinion. But let's keep them aside, hidden, because this is the rule. We have to live with it. If they change the rule, I will welcome it, that they make judges well known, because in my first years, in 1998 to 2002, we were always recognizing the judges. They were in front of us. We give them trophies and everything. But then later on, after the rules changed, they start becoming hidden. Now, if you look at other industry, they don't hide the judges. They raise their hand and they tell you yes and no. But anyway, this is my own opinion, and I cannot change the rules.
Can you hear me, Jimnazi? Sorry.
Yes, I do. I
There
hear
was a
you.
little interruption in my internet. Sorry. Okay, so I've missed your last line. That judges was hidden.
Yeah, I said that we need the judges to be seen and heard. Okay. But if there is some quarreling with the rules of Toastmasters International, we have to abide by it. So if they are saying they have to be anonymous, we have to keep it that way. And hopefully in the future, the revised rules will come and we will recognize our judges later on. The most important thing, judges should be trained and should be accountable. Okay? I think you frozen. You froze again. Are you still there, Javeria? Yeah. 7:30. That's 7:30. Is enough.
So I didn't know, my internet actually suddenly stopped. Okay. Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I think you got most of it.
Yes, almost we have covered so many areas. So, okay, my last, I'm about to end this session. It was very fruitful, and definitely all the people who are going to contest this year from District 79 should watch this episode. Okay, so a last point that, as you mentioned, that if you're writing a speech, you should be a good avid reader, you should be a good observer, you should be, you should experience, you should learn from other champions, and last but not the least, uh, evaluations are very important. And this year, you are also going to compete in international speech or humorous.
I'm competing, representing Oasis in
Oasis.
international speech. And then I elected
And
to help
humorous also.
professional speakers in humorous.
Okay, so DJ Nazir, I just want to take a message from your side that who should join TMI and why? Simple.
Okay, I think our organization, Toastmasters International, can help any individual who needs to have confidence in speaking in public. And also, it will help those who are looking for leadership skills to be improved. So this organization can help anyone who is lacking some of these skills, either communication or leadership. And people can join from the beginning in like the youth leadership program, in Gavel clubs before they are 18. In our organization, Toastmasters, you have to be 18 plus to be a regular member in Toastmasters International. But we help the youngsters before to groom them so they become Toastmasters. So I encourage everyone who needs to have good self-development in their career or in social life, anything that you need to help yourself to be more confident and a transforming person from, like me, I was shy, I became more evident and meeting. I'm not shy at all to tell my opinion in public. On the stage, I feel so comfortable and I feel so good about delivering my message and inspiring people. So those people who wants to do that, I recommend that you join Toastmasters International. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jitin Nadir. And being your mentee, actually, I also adopted this style that at least express your point of view, whether people like it or not. Through a decent way, you should express your opinions, and I also do that. And it's been like 4 years in Toastmasters International, and I definitely improve my speaking style, my leadership style, and people who are following me, following my career path, definitely they have witnessed improvements in my speaking style, in my leadership style. Thank you so much, Jitin. It's been an honor to have you in my show, and definitely all the people who will watch this episode definitely will learn so much about TMI and why everyone should join it and take the benefits of Toastmasters International, which have multiple and diverse pathways as per their interest and objectives. Thank you so much. And guys, inshallah, I will come back again on 18th January. It's a next episode with another very successful and experienced DTM Raju, and it will be another amazing episode with you all. And thank you so much for giving me your time. Khuda Hafiz and good night.
Thank you.